Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nick, and today I have this everyday long wear look for you 2018. And I also have some special hacks for you guys. And if you are interested, if you are someone who loves a peachy glow, long wear, beautiful everyday look, keep on watching. Thanks guys. Okay, let's begin with our primer. And today I'm going to be using 100% Pure's Collagen, Seaweed Collagen primer. I absolutely love this. It's one of my top favorite primers. Next is Arbonne Intelligence CC Cream in Light. And I follow that with Tarte's Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, just on the highlighted areas of the face. And this is in Fair Sand. Okay, next is concealer, and I'm using the Arbonne concealer in Fair. And as you can see, I'm pretty generous with concealer. This is probably my favorite sponge. It's the Morphe's Highlight and Contour sponge, and I use the pointed side for foundation and the angled side for concealer, and it just really works for me. I absolutely love how hydrating these foundations and this concealer is. It gives me that glowing look, and I really love it. All right, I'm gonna be setting this foundation with Translucent Light from Cover FX, and I set my face with the Morphe E3 brush. You know, a big secret to having an all-day lasting foundation is really going pretty heavy with your setting powders. All right, I'm set. Let's go on to bronzer and contour. Okay, yet again, I'm gonna be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and that's in light bronzer. And I always use the BH Cosmetics #1 brush to apply it. Really concentrate right here, just below your cheekbones. And circular motions all the way up into the hairline. And the reason I put the bronzer on first, before I put contour, is that it allows seamless blending capability. So, especially if you're new to contour, if you use a bronzer first, it definitely helps aid in any mess ups or streakiness. It really does marry really well and blend it all to perfection. And I'll be showing you what I mean by that. Okay, bronzing is done. Should be looking a little like this. I'm gonna go into the Highlight and Contour palette from Morphe, and it's the 8 Owl. And I am gonna be using Morphe's M438 brush to contour today. I'm gonna be using the shade Donut. So really focus right here under the bone, under your cheekbone. And if you can do a little smile and just go underneath the apples of your cheeks. Go a little into your hairline, a little up to about about eye level. And let's see if you can see the difference already between here and here. And again. And I'm also going to use a little bit of donut here on my eyelid. And the reason I use the contour and my bronzer on my lids and on my chin and my nose, I just want a cohesive look. I'll get a little bit more of donuts and go ahead in the jawline. I hope you see what I mean by seamless with the contour and the bronzer. It casts the shadow, but the bronzer allows it to look soft. So follow your jawline and drag down toward your neck. Okay, contour is done. Let's move on to our next steps, which will be blush and highlight. So for blush, I'm gonna be using Tarte's Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. This is in Parte, or Party, or however you want to say it. And I'm using the BH Cosmetics No. 3 brush. And this is a very subtle, beautiful blush. So I just go apples to the cheeks, follow it back, all the way above the contour, just above the contour. I do this with the blush, it just brings a little life back to your skin. That's the best way I could describe it. Okay, since this is an everyday look, I am gonna be a little subtle with the highlights. I'm gonna be using Supernova in the Morphe Contour / Highlight Palette. And I'm using BH Cosmetics in No. 4. Now I'm gonna layer that just above the blush. And here, right where the light hits the apples of your cheeks when you smile. And a little bit here on my brow bone. I hope you can see the difference in the other side. All right, and just to make this highlight a little special, I'm going to be using Stilla's Highlight Glitter. This is what it looks like. This is going to be in Monarch. And what I do is I just put a little here. Just here. All right, you see that? And I use my finger and I dab it into my brow bone. And then just follow it down just slightly. It just adds a little sparkle number, which I absolutely love. You can totally leave it like this, but I love glitter and this is the closest thing to it without being crazy. And because of the way it dries down, it's like a water-based. So it's not gonna move, it's gonna help ensure your highlight to stay. It does dry really quickly, so you wanna be pretty fast with this. All right, this is where we are so far. And let me tell you, this method is beautiful. You'll look radiant if you try this look out. Fresh and radiant and the peach vibes, and yeah, it's just a really beautiful look. So let's continue. Now I'm going to set my face. It's gonna be a little spritz of setting spray, not much, because like I said, you want this look to be long wear all day. And if you're using too much setting spray, I mean, I know that's the thing to do these days, is to spray, spray, spray. But if you wear glasses or you wear masks at work or anything like that, this spray will definitely create streakiness on your face. So I just do a little, that's it. That's all I do. And that's just so that, you know, the light doesn't reflect off your face and look cakey. This really does help with that, but it will still keep that long wear. Now that my base is down, let's move on to shadow. So I'm gonna be using Jeffree Star's Thirsty Palette for this eye look. So I'm gonna go into the shade Stroke. And that's gonna be with BH Cosmetics V19 brush. I love this brush for transition shades. Go ahead and tuck that in the natural crease of your lid. And follow it out. Just past the brow. And down here. Just slightly down the lid. Circular motions all the way. Like so. Okay, so now that the transition shade is down, I'm gonna go in with a little sparkly number, and it's gonna be the shade Snatched. And it's pretty much a pressed pigment glitter. And I use my fingers a lot with the glitter shades, and the warmth from your fingertips really activate the shade that you're using when it's a glitter. And I'm just pressing it down onto the lid and just coming into the crease. Just barely coming into the crease. Y'all see that? And I do follow a little bit here in the inner corner. And just slightly swipe under just to get the most out of that shade. From there, I'm gonna be going into Drizzle. And I'm using the Morphe M330 brush for this. And all I'm gonna do is deepen the natural crease here with Drizzle. Okay, so from here, I'm going to just pencil in my eyebrows very slightly, throw some mascara, lashes, and liner on, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, another great tip for long wear, and one of my little secret weapons, is Kat Von D's lash liner. And I put it on one of my lower lash lines already, as you can see. And this doesn't smudge, it just stays in place all day, and it's amazing. Even if you tear up a little, or whatever debris goes in your eyes and makes it water, it is in place. And if you haven't used it, you have to get one. Really easy to use, I'll show you. Just dab right in your waterline. Easy as that. And I'm just gonna place one more shade on my eyes, and it's just gonna be right in the corner here of my brow bone, right here. The Jeffree Star Androgyny Palette, and I'm just gonna go into one shade in this palette, and it's Dominatrix. And I'll be using the BH Cosmetics V20 brush. And I'm just gonna tuck it here. I like to do this once I'm done putting lashes on and liner. It just gives me a better idea of how much shadow I can put on. Some of you might think this is an everyday look. That's kind of crazy. It's like night out on the town kind of look. But all the color schemes, the peachy numbers, and that cool warm tone brown notes, it says everyday to me. I'm gonna take the same color in Dominatrix, and I don't know what Morphe brush this is, but it's just like a little angled brush. And I'm just gonna tuck that under the lash line just below where I placed my lash liner from Kat Von D. And that's gonna open your eyes. It's just gonna be another defense to that lash liner to stay in place. Because just to say, just example, if it were to bleed just ever so slightly, it'll just bleed, that liquid might just bleed right onto this shadow and nobody would ever know. It's just extra reinforcement. Let's move on to lip, and then I have the finished look, and then I have one more special hack for you guys. This is Jeffree Star's liquid lip, and this is in soft serve. Okay, you can stop here, or you can just add a little glitter, or it's just another Jeffree Star lip color, but it's very, very metallic. So this is Thirst Trap, and I'm just gonna put it in the center of my lips. Just like so. And it really just softens that look a little. Okay, this is the finished look. Okay, special little hack for you eyeglass wearers. So, if you're like me and you wear eyeglasses, all you need for this hack are a pair of scissors. I just have little eyebrow scissors, eyelash glue, and a cotton round. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna look here right on your eyeglasses and see that little beveled edge that sits right on the bridge of your nose. You're just gonna cut a little piece of the cotton round, preferably here on the ends, all around the little circled edges. See that where it's kind of perforated a little bit? Because you don't want loose cotton. And you just cut a little piece. I usually cut mine in like a little triangle, and it's the smallest little piece. You get a little bit of eyelash glue. And you just dab it on one side of this little triangle or whatever little piece you have. It's gonna sit right here. Let me just do it really quickly and I'll show you. Right here, right there, so that when you put this on, it'll sit right on the bridge of your nose, and it prevents that little indentation that eyeglasses can do when you have makeup on, and it smears and it's irritating and you think that there's no hope for it, but there really is. And yeah, so there's my little special hack. Okay guys, that was it. This is the finished look, and I hope that you all try it out. Comment down below if you like this look or give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next one. Thanks guys.